Hi everyone, this is George Alex and this is MLM Academy. I wanted to share with you something that really helped me very much in understanding why so many people fail in network marketing. And I have been doing network marketing as a home-based business for more than 15 years. And I've seen a lot. I've done everything people do, and perhaps you have done it too. And then at one point I understood that that was not enough. So I started searching and I started trying to find the answers. And I came by Tom Big Al Schreiter. I don't know if you've read anything by Tom, if you've been at his seminars. Tom is an incredible person. Tom has the ability to show things in such a simple way that everyone can do it. Just briefly, in case you don't know about Tom, he started back in the 70s of last century when network marketing was still young. And he has a very interesting testimonial. He started, and for a year and 10 months, he had 0 customers and 0 partners. And he went to all the seminars, no webinars at that time, and he listened and he applied what they said and he set the goals and he did everything they told him. No result whatsoever. So then he figured out that there was something wrong. He started using a system that helped him for less than 2 years to build an organization with more than 100,000 distributors. And he says that even today he receives residual income from that organization. So what is that secret that helped him build an organization not of numbers that do nothing, that don't even buy products for themselves, but an organization of people who do the business and who become financially independent? So let me try and very briefly explain what I understood. And by the way, from the feedback I get from all of my partners, all of the people that I consult and mentor in other businesses and other companies that they work with, it is an incredible style of working. It's an incredible realization once you get it and you grasp it. And then all of your business changes completely. So, first of all, let's start that there are 2 types of people in the world: those who are leaders and those who are followers. All the gurus of today, they say that we should respect what people are and we should not really push them out of their comfort zone because it's not going to work well. But at the same time, everybody says that you need to be a leader in order to succeed, in order to make it big time. So what does that mean? That followers cannot succeed. It means that followers need to become leaders in order to succeed. Well, when you look around you, maybe you don't see many leaders. So it means that the average person has no chance. And it means that chances are this person is going to try once, twice, 5 times with no result at all. Not really. There is a way. There is hope, even for those who are just the average type, those who don't have the great charisma, those who cannot gather the crowds, those who cannot stand in the city square and shout how great their opportunity is. So let me share with you what I learned from Tom and Arjonak, one great leader also, how to crunch the numbers. Let me share a picture with you. It is called the power of one. Usually, when I say that and I try to explain what kind of concept it is, many people say, oh, I know. It means that I am responsible. I need to do the business. I am the one. Well, not really. The power of one does not mean that you work on your own. It means that you work with one person above you and one person below you. One person over you in the organizational structure, your sponsor, and one person under you, your new sign up. It means that there should be a real working connection between the three of you in order to see the power of one. But not only. When we talk about working with someone, quite often we get the idea of the working relationship, and that's fine. Then, at times, because we see that it doesn't work so well, we get the concept of the friend relationship. And quite often it happens that we cannot find the right balance between the two. We either make great friends or we try to focus strictly on business. How do we balance between the two? Well, how can you, in fact, connect with a person? If you commit yourself to people who simply want results and who want to do business, you commit yourself to the crowd of all those who speak loudly about their dreams, about financial independence. They know the cliches, they know all the things. They've been in many companies and they jump like grasshoppers from one to the next, from the greatest to the next greatest opportunity. And you have fan club. So in this fan club, you're the star. Maybe you feel fine about it, but I don't think you see great results. When you commit yourself to one person, then you have a friend and a partner. So let me ask you this. What would you rather like, to read the autobiography of a person and really learn about his life, or you would like to live with that person, go to the movie with that person, go jogging with that person, see that person in his high and low, and really know the person? Quite often, there are leaders in our organizations who give us all the principles, all the step one, two, three, do this and do that, and you will be successful. But we cannot really get in touch with them. They are not committed to us. They are committed to their own gain. They are committed to their own goal, which is not bad at all. But I think it's not necessary. It's not enough. Sorry. And when they do it so much often, and let's say so much of the time, then at one point you understand that, well, this person doesn't really care about me. And then maybe you have a working business relationship for some time, but I don't think you really get to know that person and that person gets to know you. So, what I believe is crucial and vital, like in marriage, when you get a partner for a night, in the morning, you feel like, okay, I got what I needed, I had the fun for the night, so goodbye, so long. But when you commit yourself to your wife or your husband, even though things go hard and sometimes it's really rough, you say, all right, I have the sign on my finger. And quite often it's quite heavy, but this is what commitment is. This is what really builds a lasting relationship. You say, in better or worse, in health and in sickness, in riches and poverty, you have your vows. And when you commit yourself to one, then you really have the intimate relationship of loyalty. You have the intimate relationship of whatever comes. So quite often we're missing on this part, and we try to build stable and solid organizations, but we don't commit. We don't really spend time. We don't let people touch us. We don't help people understand us. And we just do the talk and we walk the walk, and we believe that by being Johnny Walker, we can just have it all. Well, maybe not. One of my mentors said, and I would never forget that when you go out in the street and you look at the dogs, you can always understand which dog is a stray dog and which dog has a house. So when you see a stray dog, you see the bastard, you just stomp with your foot and it's gone. It's scared. It can growl at you, but it's scared. And maybe many people give that dog food, give him some petting on the back, but no real feeling of connection. While when you see the house dog, you can see that maybe it is quite limited. Maybe people say, well, this dog has not really walked a lot around the city. It's in the yard and it's doing the barking. But you see that it has such a strong sense of belonging. And if a thief comes in, this dog is ready to do the job and keep the house. It's committed. So, quite often, it happens that we, in our organizations, we build this bastard mentality. We have people jumping from company to company. They get a bit here and a bite there. And when they come to us, they expect to get the same rough treatment. And we are just the next stop on the way. So, if you are continuously and constantly recruiting people, it means that you don't trust your new partner. When you have a new sign up, talk with that person, ask him what he or she wants. And if they say, I want to do business, I want to become financially free, commit yourself to that. Treat that person as a potential success, not as a potential failure. Because that's what you do. When you recruit the next one and the next one, and you have 5 or 10 a month, you don't have the time to work with them. So you as if tell those people, I know guys that you're gonna fail. That's why I'm working on the backup, on the plan B. And some of you, perhaps one of you is going to make it. So guys, you better get in shape because you're losers anyway. That's what the message is that we send to those people. And quite often, by being one of those, well, it is your business, it's up to you, you make up your mind, you decide. Come on, give me a break. Do you think that this person who's been doing the 9 to 5 job can really understand how to do it? And he knows how to connect with you and get in touch with you? There should be more to that. So, commit yourself. Call that person. Do something about it and do it practically. Let me help you with a tip. Commit yourself to one person a month. Many people and many leaders say, well, that's too little. I'm never going to make it if I do that. What does commitment mean? It means that you define what you're going to do with this new sign up. You tell the person, all right, you mean business, I mean business too. Are you really willing for me to call you every day? We set goals with you, you set your goal, and we discuss how I can help you achieve that goal. Do you agree that I can write messages, I can write mails and hold you accountable? Do you agree that we will be in such a relationship with one another that I can speak honestly and tell you the truth? And if the person says, yes, I do, then you treat that person as being the one. So you start with that person and you teach that person the basic skills, how to present himself or herself, how to use the formula to check whether people need a product or a business. And that person sets a goal. For example, for the first day, I need to send 10 messages to check whether my friends or relatives or Facebook contacts, they need any of the things I need to offer. We have different trainings on skills. you start teaching the person the skills. Day one, this person sends the message and he gets a response. He immediately sends back and says, hey, sponsor, this person called. And he said, well, what do you mean? What do you mean some people have found a way, have figured out a way how to work part-time and receive more than they did full-time? What shall I write? And you being the sponsor, you say, okay, let's think. What kind of person is this? How much do you know this person? What has he or she been doing? You start developing the skill. You don't say immediately, well, you write this, but you start building this person up. That's what commitment is. You look at this person as if this person is going to be the future leader. So he needs to learn. She needs to learn. And then this person sends their response, and at the end of the day, there is some kind of analysis. And this person says, I got 3 responses, I wrote back 3 messages. Day 2, you write and you say, what happened? Well, nothing happened. Today I'm kind of busy and I won't have time. All right, I understand. Would you find 5 or 10 minutes today? I'm not sure. Okay, can we work a bit more tomorrow? And this is the business relationship. This is not putting pressure. This is helping the person pursue his or her goals. Because if we don't do it, you know that discipline is the hardest skill, especially when we're doing network marketing as a second business, as a home-based business, and there's no boss, there are no colleagues around to kind of discipline you more, because when the boss sees you drinking the 6th coffee for the day, he will not say, well, you know, this is your choice, it's up to you. The boss says, hey, what are you doing? Would you like to get paid? If you want to get paid, you better get down to business. So this is one part of the commitment. This is what it's all about, the working relationship between you and your new sign-up. And you know what? Maybe this person will not love it so much. Maybe this person will not appreciate it at the beginning, but you need to explain and say, okay, we're building a skill here. If we do it for a month and you really learn how to work half an hour every day, or you learn to work 1 hour every day, next month is going to be a piece of cake. Because psychology says that it takes about 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks the most to build a habit. What happens if this person, this new sign-up, builds a habit of working every day? It will not be really hard to continue the next month, right? So you commit yourself to this one person and you work with that person. You start looking for this person's one person. And there it goes, the power of duplication. You find one and you help that one find his or her real one. Let's crunch the numbers. Many people say that by doing this, you start too slow and you will never succeed. Well, the first month, it's only the 2 of you. It's you and your new sign-up. You work with that person, but you know what? It's an achievable goal for every single person. Everyone can find one, and everyone can work with one without leaving their job and without committing themselves to full-time network marketing. Because at the beginning, you don't get the money to leave a job, right? So the second month, you are looking for one new person and you continue helping the one, but that one is also looking for one. So your team has grown. You have 4 people. The third month, it's 8 people. The fourth month, it's 16. And the 6th month, you have 64 people on your team. I don't know about your comp plan, but you better choose a company that really helps you earn money at early stages. Because with 64 people in my company, with my comp plan, I get very good money for that. That is really rewarding. And by the end of 1 year, you have an organization of more than 4,000 people. What do you say to that? Isn't this the power of one? But you don't have just numbers. You have people in relationships. You have people that you work with and they work with. You may become friends, but you are good partners because you respect those people, you connected with them, you committed yourself to them, and they committed themselves to you. So that's what builds a real strong organization. Otherwise, with all the numbers, you have the regular statistics. Out of all these 4,000, you will have no more than 6%. And those 6%, according to my very poor math, it will be, let's say, 15, not even 20 people, because I've seen an organization of more than 2,500. I had it in a previous company. And you know what? Out of all those 2,500, I had no more than 5, 10 people really working. When you get the numbers, numbers get against you. When you get the people, people work with you and for you. I was really shocked when I got this picture. How simple it can be, but this is the real power of duplication. We talk of duplication, but in fact, we're thinking of multiplication because we say, it's so easy with one. Why don't I do 10 the first month? Then, when I do 10 and they do 10 in a month, I will have a crowd. Yeah, that's exactly what you have. You have a crowd. And that crowd is good for fun. But you know what? When the next person comes with the better drink that is offered free or that is offered at cheaper price, they will follow that person and not you. Because you have the party animals, you don't have the network marketing builders. When I got this concept, it really blew my mind because I felt it that it was important, but I committed myself to, let's say, one new person for a week or something, and then I said, okay, now you know what to do, go do it. All right, but that person didn't have the habit. And if you invite that person and all the new people to a once a week seminar or opportunity meeting or training session, do you think this person is going to advance really fast? Do you think that this person will manage in a month to find a person? I don't think so. You should really help that person on a daily basis. And if the person says, well, I'm really busy, I don't have time to work and do network marketing every day, what can you say? Well, this is what I say. All right, do you have 15 or 20 minutes? Well, I think I can find 15, 20 minutes. All right, so let's do this. Let's keep it really simple. We're not going to talk and do some long conversations. We're going to send Skype messages or we're going to send mails that we just briefly jot down the goal and the analysis. I sent 3 messages, 2 people responded. What do I do? Do you think you have the time to do that? Yeah, why not? Okay, the rest of the time, the rest 10 minutes, you go on Facebook, you go on LinkedIn, you go on the social network that you're using, and try to find your person. Don't spend your 15, 20 minutes, half an hour a day reading books on whatever, personal development, response of the universe, and whatnot. Oh my God, I get such messed up people in their heads. They read The Secret and all the secrets, and when you look at their lives, it's a complete failure and mess. You don't need to read The Secret 100 times. Why don't you start working? So this is what we need to help people do, and that's the power of commitment. We don't need to make them dependent on us and on our trainings, because trainings are good, but they are not the goal of network marketing. They are the tool. So in order to get this group of people, we need to commit to doing the work, because you build skills when you practice. You don't build skills by going to webinars. You don't build skills by listening. You build skills by doing. And let me finish off with this. Many people say, well, what you have already said is not new to me. I've been doing it, I know how to do it, and it's, it's what I do. I work with my new person. All right, but the thing is not that you work with that person. If you really want to build your organization free and build it independent and build entrepreneurs and not just people who imitate you, but people who are free to think, free to create, free to find new ways. Using a system does not mean we produce robots. That's why we need to work in threes. The person who is above you helps you work with your new person. When you become a leader, you are the person who works with your person to work with his or her person. If you miss that part, your organization is going to collapse. This was the key element that I was missing, and when I found it and Tom helped me see it, it really gave me the understanding why I was failing and didn't get the results I wanted. So, the power of the triple rope. Your organization will hold and will stand against anything when you work in three ways. When this new person finds someone who is interested, he or she does not do presentations, does not explain things. He or she leads that new person to you, and the three of you talk and discuss. When the new person says, well, I'm not really interested, all right, it's okay. Then you are available for the next person. And you talk with the person and you talk with your sign up, and you are there like a parent who is helping their child. If we don't do that, then we become just the big name on the brochure with the big check. I don't know for how long though. So I don't know if it is really helping you, but when you start getting it, I get incredible response from people in doesn't matter which company. You know what? I even had a person who came to me last week and he said, I went to my sponsor and I shared the principle of the power of one. My sponsor says that he likes Tom and he has read Tom's books, but when I shared this concept, my sponsor said, forget it. I don't have the time to do this. Don't expect this of me. Go and do it on your own. I cannot do it. What can happen then? That person said, well, I decided to change the whole style of work in my organization. But what did that person do? He started meeting new people on his own. What happens? The new person sees one person talking, and subconsciously, this person thinks, well, this is what I need to do if I join. Uh, I'm not so good in speaking. I don't have the time like this person does. So, no, thank you. But when you have two people and you say, well, we work on a team and we are going to help you, so there is a different message. That's what that person figured out quite quickly. And he called me and said, you know what? I cannot do it without the sponsor. And I said, well, I'm a mentor. I can help you with the principles, but I cannot come and step into your company and help people join your company because it's your sponsor's responsibility. I can help you with ideas, with tips. I can be on the three-way even, but I cannot explain comp plans. I cannot explain your company, and I cannot take your sponsor's part. So that's why it's so important who sponsors you, what their style of work is, what they do to you, because what they do to you is what you're going to do to others. What you see is what you do. And guys, there's hope. There's light in the end of the tunnel when you really get this concept. When you really understand how it works, I'm going to have several sessions to explain the details and the practical stuff behind it. But you know what? It works. It has worked for Tom. It has worked for many leaders who use this concept. It's working for me. Why not for you? If you have questions, you can call me and we can talk. So here's my email address. And here's my Skype. So I'd be happy to help and explain further. But you know what? Do not underestimate the power of one. Because one person at a time can build a real strong organization. Thank you for being together. I really hope it has helped you get a different idea of what you have already seen and what you have already been doing. Because you know what? When we're not happy with the results we have, maybe we should change what we do. And that's why I'm here to challenge you. There's always something more. It could be so simple that we neglect it and we don't pay much attention. But hey, guys, why don't we just give it a thought? Perhaps it can work for us too. Bye, and see you again quite soon. I'm George Alex, and I thank you for watching. Bye bye.